Hello there, Folyites. Welcome to the end of the year podcast. We somehow survived. How's everyone doing?
Pain.
Woo, we did it!
Survival is a question that I don't know has an answer.
I'm glad Dean's really
You know
got
what?
the same ideas.
That's fair. So those of you who are tuning in, it is I, your host Michael, and I am joined here today with the lovely Dan, who we haven't seen since like fucking the beginning of the year, I think.
Shh.
Last
We don't
Christmas.
need to talk about that, okay? It's been a busy
Okay.
year for me.
That's fair. And we're also here with Mr. Sterling, who does a lot of behind the scenes work.
Yo.
And Mr. Ryan, who is in pretty much everything.
I am the face of the franchise, everybody.
Sure thing. Whatever lets you go to sleep at night.
Yay!
Okay. So this is probably going to be a shorter podcast episode, not going to lie, because it was a very quick. I don't want to call it a quick year, but it was a very uneventful
quick.
year when you
It
really
was
look
a,
at
it
it.
was a
year-
quickie.
This
was-
year is Barry Allen, the fastest man alive.
Yes.
Is that why he can't get dates?
Dude, he has the fastest hand in the West.
Okay. So I guess kind of to kick things off with our nice, lovely little recap. Overall, it wasn't a terrible year. We got some things accomplished that I'm proud of.
The channel grew.
Yeah, channel did grow. Actually, fun nugget. Since we're recording this, what the fuck's today? Today's December 10th. When we're recording this, you should be watching it on the December 31st. But as of December 10th, we have 89 subscribers. So we have grown a lot since the
Oh,
last
damn.
time we checked in. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
what,
we're a-
what were we at last year?
Last year, I think last year at this, I should have noted that. I don't even know. I think
I
we
don't
were
think-
What
I-
were we last year?
If I remember,
was like-
Two.
if
it
I
was like
remember
50
correctly,
or
I'm pretty
60.
sure we hadn't even cracked 60 yet at this
yeah,
point last year.
I think we were tickling 60. We were like halfway through 50.
I'm
So
tickling
we
it.
Yeah.
yeah, we were just tickling 60 if I remember right.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Tickling.
I'll put it up on the screen. So I'm gonna go back and look if we mentioned it. But yeah, we're 11 away from 100 currently as of this recording, and so we're definitely gonna crack 100 next year, or at least that's the hope. If
Hell
we can't get
yeah.
11 subscribers next year, then we are doing something terribly wrong.
Yep.
I think we'll
So,
get a
all
lot
you-
better next year.
We'll crack 100. We'll do it. I believe in
Yeah.
us.
I do too.
I bet all those people that are watching our videos without subscribing, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why aren't you subscribing?
Subscribe right now. Help us get to 100. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Do your
or
good
else.
deed for the new year. Come on.
There you go. My New Year's wish is to get 100 subscribers. But I guess we should address the elephant in the room, just because Ryan keeps bothering me about it, and other people also ask me about it. But just to kind of kick it all off, what happened to Minecraft? And
I don't know.
Ryan, you know what happened to Minecraft.
Dude, it's definitely not my fault.
I say that like it's Ryan's fault. It's not Ryan's fault.
No,
It's not anybody's
it's
fault.
your fault.
It is my fault. Yes, it is 100% my fault. So to give the real answer, what happened is it was just too much of a pain in the ass to schedule, because life is a bitch, and all of us are busy boys. And it got to the point where Dan sold to the railroad. It wasn't available a lot. And Sterling, Ryan, and I all work full-time jobs, and that was getting
Well,
kind of
and
messy.
it doesn't help that 50% of the 4 people that are here right now live, about 600 something miles away from the home base of Cooley Fooly. So
Yeah, so scheduling was
that
fun.
doesn't help.
Shh, we don't need to talk about that, okay? You know what? I may be even farther now, but that's not the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are farther now, asshole.
Yeah,
Why'd you
I'm a
leave?
Is
lot
he?
farther,
Yeah.
You know?
Cooley
Yeah.
Fooly, this is Dan's address.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
please stalk me.
Dan lives at 1234
Fuck
Fuck
you,
Yourself Court in
Sesame Street.
yeah, on Sesame Street. Yeah.
Show me how to get to Sesame Street. Dad's just like walking down that road every time. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So it was a scheduling issue on top of the fact that there was a lot of work that went into the videos. And at the time, I'm looking at Minecraft now. The views look a little bit better, so I guess some people have gone back and watched them. But at the time when we were putting Minecraft out, we were lucky if we got 10 or 15 views on it within a
It's all
month
about
of
the
it
views,
releasing.
baby.
Yeah, it kind of is. So it's like a month would go by and Minecraft would be at like 10 views. We'd be like, is it really
Yeah.
worth it anymore? And so we just kind of stopped.
I
doing it.
still wanted it to go. I vouched for you, Foliites. I fought, but
You
I
did.
lost
Well,
the war.
Foliites weren't vouching for it, so
Yeah, the Foliates weren't watching it. So clearly, Ryan, you were the only one interested in doing Minecraft.
I mean, I was interested in
Well,
Minecraft,
other
but
yeah,
you
I
know,
guess.
Yeah.
when you work on call all the time, it's not an easy thing.
no.
No. So
Dan has PTSD every time he sees Cole.
no, for
I
real.
hear Train
But
with
however,
this and I cry.
don't talk about trains. You're scared, Dan. We're gonna talk more about Minecraft later. That will return. But I just wanted to let you guys know what happened to Minecraft. It was literally just life sucks and scheduling is awful, and,
Yeah.
and views weren't there. But when it comes
And
down to
we're
it,
all poor.
We're all well. I mean, being poor has nothing to do with recording Minecraft.
Poor has to do with a lot of things.
I mean, it does, but not recording Minecraft.
Yeah, that's why I kept vouching for it.
we can record Minecraft for free
Well,
whenever
you
we
see,
want it.
you see, the more poor that I get, the more I have to work. The more I have to work, the less time I have to film Minecraft.
That's valid.
But though
so.
Sterling, though, the more videos we make, it doesn't matter what the video is, the more subscribers
Because it
we
doesn't make
and
any
the more
money.
money we possibly make down the road.
We're not making anything right now, right?
Ryan, if you
I
want to
said
pay
down
my
the
rent,
road.
Ryan, if you want to pay my rent right now so we can film more Minecraft videos,
I
will
don't know about
gladly
Idaho
do that.
dollars. Sorry.
All you got to do is send over potatoes.
Yeah, he's aware of the potato tax.
Yeah. I could pay you 80 potatoes.
Dude, perfect.
You know what? 80 potatoes. That actually, I could probably make a good little dollar on 80 potatoes right now. So please,
Dude,
actually.
somebody send Sterling 80 potatoes so he can pay his rent this
Dude,
month.
Sterling, I got you, my sweet baby
Thank
boy.
you, Dan. Thank you. I need russet potatoes though. The other ones don't really count.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I can make that work since you're going to be picky, and all, but.
This man over here begging for potatoes, and then it's like, but not those potatoes.
Yeah,
Not
then he has the
I have higher
audacity to
standards of
ask
that.
for a certain brand.
Yeah. This was actually something that Sterling had the idea to try to do. Actually, no, wait. Because my name's on the fucking thing. I think it was my idea that you helped with a lot.
I'm 99.9% sure Smokey's Try It was a name that I came up with.
I participated.
Yeah, hold on. Because this
I
because-
participated.
Hold on. Hold on. We should start noting things through the as they're happening because the logo literally says created by me.
I mean, Smokey. I mean, like credit doesn't matter, but however, I would like to
Does
say
it?
Credit
that
doesn't matter,
Smokey's
but
Try
just
It.
for context, it was all me.
just for just for context, Smokey's Try It is my baby, and I lay claim to that. I have a very vivid memory of coming up with this idea.
I'm trying to remember how that happened because I know it was born out of last year's 24 beers.
Yes, it was.
It was
Because
born.
I remember that you and I were talking. It was one of our like 3 a.m. phone calls, and I remember talking about it with you and being like, we should do more 24 beers related content. We could call it something like Smokey's Try It or something like that. and
That's
then
right.
kind of rebrand
Okay.
to a more
I'm
live
remembering
action
now. You named the show, but I came up with the actual show. But you named it, so the name is yours.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now it makes sense. I was like, if it was your show, why is my name on it? Now I remember that I created the show, but you
Because
named
you
it.
steal all the credit, just like
Yes.
you tried to steal my Pancake Champion.
I had nothing to
The
do with the
Pancake
Pancake Champion.
Champion.
That was a misunderstanding that was blown.
I
way
still
out of
have that
proportion.
medal.
Was it though?
It was. You weren't
It
there,
wasn't a
Ryan. Shut
misunderstanding.
up.
Dan was there. He
I was
knows.
there.
Michael
I
tried to
was
steal
there.
it.
Michael tried to steal the Pancake Champion title from Sterling, and we stopped him.
Okay.
Yep.
At least
we stopped Michael from being an absolute menace to society.
yes. That's at least Sterling has a medaling. Cashmere doesn't. So
You're right. She doesn't.
That's true.
Get fucked.
so we.
I was
we
I was
that.
I was the good Pancake Champion.
You were the good Pancake Champion.
Sorry, Cash, you got to get better.
Yeah, just get good.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to Smokey's Try It. That was something that was pretty much also born out of thin air. Like the idea was floating around because of 24 beers, but for when we went to Oregon, the original plan was to shoot what 2 drinks because I had
We
brought
had
the
no
Neft
plan.
No, there
We
was a
had no
plan
plan.
to shoot 2 drinks. Like because I had brought the Neft in the clear vodka, and the entire plan was to just shoot those 2 drinks, and then just fuck around the rest of the weekend. And we ended up shooting what, like
like 6 videos.
We shot 6 videos, and I don't
Over the
think-
course of like 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got fucked.
it was the worst idea we could have ever
What do you
done.
mean?
I
We had
think
a
it was a
blast.
great
I think it was a
mean,
great idea.
I had a wonderful time.
I would like to Michael, in post, I want you to put this in here. Just look at the look on my face. You can see it in the outtakes video. You can see the look on my face when we're talking about doing it one by one. You can see that, like, the light come into my eyes. It was a great idea.
My personal
Oh,
favorite
boy.
part was the fucking, I think it was the rum, and then it's like Sterling's like, yum, and it's just me dying in the background.
Yeah, because you love rum, right, Dan?
I'd rather blow my brains out.
What?
Roll
God.
roll clip.
Roll the clip of Dan fucking
Yeah.
dying from drinking the rum.
My favorite part of that whole show was the strong blueberry muffin.
Oh yeah, dude!
Absolutely love that, man.
Shout out to Marshall for making the blueberry muffin graphic. That was all Marshall,
Marshall, you're
Marshall's
a real G.
real one. We gotta.
dude. Yeah, Marshall. Yeah, shout out to Marshall for making the blueberry muffin graphic.
Shout
Um,
out to Marshall.
My other favorite thing, so it's like, yeah, we got there with plans of filming 2 videos because I brought the Neft in the clear. Sterling, you had brought the bird dog, pretty
Yeah.
much for shits and giggles, and ended up a video. And after we did those,
I brought
Dan
it to
just started
drink.
pulling shit out of his fridge.
Yep.
Because I
Like-
don't drink a lot, so I had a bunch of leftover stuff.
So actually, Dan, you know what's funny? I have that like 2 Town cider house stuff. I like have kind of a constant flow of that stuff in my fridge since then.
You're welcome.
It's great.
It's good.
It's awesome. It's so good. It's,
so good. It was so good.
2 Towns, if you guys want to sponsor, I mean, we won't say no.
We're not going to say no. No, we're not going to say no to most sponsorships.
Literally anybody,
The
please. give
first
us
one
money.
has to be Bounty, though.
Yeah, we need to get some kind of paper towel sponsorship for 24 Beers. The amount of shit we spill on that show, we need a paper towel sponsorship.
I don't know who spills anything, you know. but-
Ryan, you need to learn how to pour beer, dude.
You've been doing this for 2
In-
years now.
In Ryan's defense, I don't know if the video's out at the time of recording, but by the time the podcast is out, I know the video's out. I don't remember which day it was, but there was a day where Anthony went to pour a beer, like, because we already drank the beer, but there was still some left over in the can. And motherfucker got too excited, and he, like, dumped it over the cup. And he missed the cup completely and dumped it onto the bar. And
Okay, but I just wanna not to flame you, Ryan, but when Michael and I did the Spanish love songs beer, that was the easiest thing to pour, dude.
Technically, though, that was a wine.
that
bottle.
that was a bottle versus a can, so they're a little bit
Yeah.
different. But even
Ryan, you know what? Next year we got to make a video. We got to do like a beer pouring contest. Ryan, I will wipe the floor with you in that beer pouring contest, man.
No,
Let's do
I'll
it.
just have my own solo episode. Just Michael's like watching on the side next to me, and it's like pouring a beer with Ryan. It's like, and I'll literally just describe, and I'll try my best to pour a beer in a cup for once without foaming, too much foam, or pouring any liquid out. That will be one of the episodes of the next
There
24
you go.
beers.
okay.
Maybe Michael, maybe that will be our intro. It'll be you teaching me.
You
You're like,
trying
come
to
on,
pour
bro.
beer.
Yeah, it's like,
That's a short. We filmed that for a short.
that's a short, but that should be the intro or something.
No,
It's
I
like-
got plans for that. We're getting ahead of ourselves though. So back to Smokey's Try It for Oregon. My favorite thing, Dan. I don't know if we've bullied you about this yet.
Oh no. What are we gonna do?
So I think 5 made it to no. 6 made it to air, which means we shot 7 videos because it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we shot 7 videos and 6 of them aired. The last video that didn't air was the mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It
mac
was
and cheese,
so
man.
fucking bad. Here's the thing: the mac and cheese, not even the video itself was just unwatchable because of how fucking drunk we were
We were
at that point in time. And so that video will never be released. Just that will sit in
It's
the
in the
Cooley
Cooley
vault.
vault.
Yeah, it's in the Cooley vault. So there is a fully edited. I don't even think it's fully edited. I think it's like
I think you
halfway
gave
edited.
up halfway through, and I remember
Yeah.
you telling me, Dan, this is just awful.
It was horrendous.
The
I
mac
think
and
Sterling
cheese
saw
was
it.
terrible.
No, it was-
You
it
want to know
was
why the mac
genuinely
and
one of
cheese
the-
was bad?
Dude,
Dan,
you
you,
made
don't
it
know how to
wrong.
cook mac and
how-
cheese.
made
You
it
don't know how to
wrong.
cook mac and
After how
cheese.
much we drank, how could you expect me to make it right?
You cooked it like ramen, and like I remember questioning you when you were making it, and I was like, "This isn't how you make the mac and cheese." You're like, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing," and you proceeded to make it so horrendously wrong
Dan,
that it
Dan,
was
I want you to
fucking
know.
soggy and awful.
Well, you're soggy.
Dan,
and
I want you to
awful.
know that I want you to know that I've had those mac and cheese cups since the Smokies Try at Oregon.
Are they better?
And well, yeah, because on the box it tells you how to cook them in like little diagrams.
You know
Like, it
what?
shows
It's not my
it
fault.
shows
You guys put too much
pictures.
trust in me.
I tried to stop you.
No, you didn't. You didn't try hard
remember
enough,
trying.
obviously.
Apparently
Dan,
not.
Dan,
Apparently
Dan, I love
so.
you. I love you, Dan. A 5-year-old could cook those.
A drunk 5-year-old cook them.
Probably
That's
not.
the question.
I have never seen anybody make mac and cheese so wrong in my life.
Well, you know what, Michael? I'm sorry. Next time
It was-
you can make the mac and cheese while you're.
Next time I
blasting.
will make the mac and cheese because I knew how to make the mac. You made it like a ramen, and they were so soggy at that point.
Well, you're soggy. I hate you.
I know.
It's my 13th reason. I'm gonna go cry
Good
now.
job. Good.
Thank
I
you
would
for
say,
bullying
dude.
me in front of all the Foolyites.
Good. You deserve it. But like, it was a horrendous video
bad.
to try to edit. It was awful. And like, I think we mentioned it in the behind the scenes. So I think there's like a 1-second clip in the behind the scenes where we mention the mac and cheese, but the mac and cheese will never be seen because
Yeah.
of just how
Yeah.
bad.
Or
that
I
video
mean,
is.
on the Coolie Foolie OnlyFans, you can probably pay for that video for like $100 each.
You know, it'd be more than $100.
There-
Fuck.
there you go.
Foolyites, you gotta pay for Sterling's rent. Support our OnlyFans.
I'm not. If you
Yo,
pay
please, my rent
Sterling's
is so
rent, I will
expensive.
finish the video and put it out.
If you pay Sterling's rent, all
bet.
4 of us will do a nude calendar for the year of 2025.
Yeah.
Bet.
Here we go.
Please.
Bet.
Somebody. I know one of the Foolyites at least has my rent. You know, DM us for how much my rent is, and you'll get to watch that video and that nude calendar.
Well,
Fucking bet
they
me.
gotta be separate payments though. Okay, if you pay for Sterling's rent, I will finish the mac and cheese video and put it out. If you pay for all of our rents, then you get the nude calendar.
I bet.
Well, I mean, all of us is
That's a
just
good
me
deal.
and Sterling, so
Yeah.
You don't need to know that, Ryan. I'm trying. Dan, I'm struggling.
you said rent. You didn't say bills.
Okay,
Yeah, you said rent.
if you pay Dan and Sterling's rent and then Ryan and I's bills for a month, you will get a nude Coolie Foolie calendar.
Okay.
I will
and
do that.
if you just pay the rent, you get the mac and cheese video.
Yeah, if you just pay Sterling's rent, I will finish the mac and cheese video. If you pay
And post
for,
it live, like public.
Yeah, like it will go onto YouTube. Like if you pay Sterling's rent, I will finish the mac and cheese video and put it on YouTube. If you pay for Sterling and Dan's rent and then Ryan and I's monthly bills together as one payment, then you will get the official Coolie Foolie nude calendar.
Yo, okay,
They're
please though,
it's
for
called
real though,
Smokies
like,
Nudes.
please for real, I need this. One of you Foolyites, please. I bills are expensive, dude.
They are, which is why this offer is only good through 2024. If
No,
no
the
one,
offer's good. The offer's good full time.
Okay.
The
for
lifetime
for,
of Coolie
for
Foolie.
the mac and cheese video, it's good full time. But for the nude calendar, the offer expires at the end of
Also good full time.
2024. No.
I'll just make the offer again next year.
No, we can renew the offer, but for this year, it's just to yeah. We're gonna renew the offer next year probably if we do. But as of right now, the nude calendar is offered through 2024, so that way we have time to do the photo shoot and get it together, get it made for 2025. But the rent offer will forever be open. If you
Yeah.
guys want to see the mac and cheese video.
Please.
Okay. So, speaking of videos that are never going to come out.
Well, hold on. Wait, Michael.
What's up?
Do you want to tell the story and how about it's related to Smokey about how I discovered he had a mouth?
We can do that in a minute, actually.
Okay.
Actually, let me add that to the list. Let's wrap up Smokey's Try It, and then we'll come back to you not knowing what the logo looks like.
Okay.
I'm putting it on my list right now.
This man wants to be the face of Smokey, but doesn't know what Smokey looks like.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that'll be the story. So for outside of the Oregon branch of Smokey's Try-Its, Ryan and I did a couple. How many did we do? We only did 2.
That sounds right
Interesting.
too.
No,
Yeah, we did-
I think 3.
We filmed 5
Oh. But then only
because
1 or 2 got released, so the other
Yeah.
ones were not.
yeah, because and that comes back to just scheduling being weird because we're trying to up our production quality. We're not trying to go backwards. And so Ryan and I filmed the Grimace Shake, Try It, and
Mhm.
that actually wasn't bad. That was a pretty good shake. But then
Yeah.
afterwards, we went and we got some snacks for a normal Smokies Try It that was actually filmed on the bar set, and that was the Banana Kicks, which is the video that came out.
Yep.
And then outside of the Banana Kicks, we had 2 other snacks. I'm trying to remember what they were. One was like a chocolate burger, and the
Yeah.
other one was like
The other one was like a shrimp
It was-
Cheeto or something.
yeah, they were shrimp chips, but they were spicy shrimp chips.
And they were disgusting.
They weren't that bad. They weren't great, but they weren't that bad. And so this is something that I might put out if I feel
You
like
should.
it. I might, because the reason they didn't come out is because after Banana Kicks came out, Spanish Love Songs did an exclusive. What was it? It was like a bourbon, wasn't it? It was an ale.
It was like an ale. Like
Yeah,
beer.
it was like an ale, and because it was a promotional thing through the band, not through us. They didn't promote us. They kind of did. We'll get to that in a second. But,
Actually, yeah. Hold on. Right before you get into that,
Okay.
I actually want to just give a little shout out to Spanish Love Songs for kind of shouting us out. That was really, really cool. And by chance, like on the off chance you guys are watching this, thank you guys for shouting us out. That was really, really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, huge fucking shout out to them because what had happened was because Sterling and I, we both already listened to Spanish Love Songs, and so when I saw that they were doing that collab with the ale, that was a no brainer for me. I was like, it's in California, I live in fucking Vegas, and so I was like, bet. So I drove my ass to California to the reveal event, and I got a bottle. Drove back home, was home for like a week, and then or was it a couple days? Do you remember?
It was less than a week.
It was a couple days. So it was like I went to California, picked up the bottle, went to the event, which was awesome. I loved the acoustic event, and then drove home. Was home for like a couple days, and then drove my ass to fucking Idaho to film it with Sterling. And during that time, we hadn't released the other Smokey's Try-Its yet, and I had also just got the new lav mics in. And so the quality of the video went up drastically because the
That was like
audio
the
was
highest
so much better
quality video that we had done at that point.
at that point. And so I had a conversation with a couple people being Ryan and Sterling. And I was like, I'm probably just not going to put out the other snack videos because I don't want to go backwards in quality after we put out the Spanish Love Songs one. And so it's like, if I really feel like it, I might put out the other Smokey's Try-Its sometime this year. But it's not guaranteed because, like I said, I want to keep trying to move forward in production quality and having the really loud, echoey audio because we didn't have microphones and we had to scream so my phone could hear us. Not something I really want to do. So I'll have a debate about it. Maybe I'll talk to Ryan later off camera and we'll decide if we want to put those out or not. I know Ryan's going to say yes, but
You already
see.
know.
I already know Ryan's going to say yes, but we gotta think about it, how what those look like.
Okay.
So we did those Smokey's Try-Its, and once again, when we put out the video, what we did too, Sterling, is we DM'd Spanish Love Songs ahead of time, but we DM'd them super fucking late because I think they were on tour in Australia.
Yeah.
So they probably didn't see any of our DMs because we messaged them.
No, they certainly didn't.
Yeah, because we were on tour. They were on tour, not we. We didn't do shit. They were on
We
tour.
go on
in
tour
Australia.
Can
now?
go on tour.
Not yet. So yeah, they were in Australia at the time when we DM'd them about doing the collab thing, and so they never got back to us. But we put it out anyway. We just made it known that it wasn't sponsored, but we still enjoy the band. And after we posted the video, we tagged them, and they actually quote tweeted us on Twitter, and I think that was really fucking cool that they did that.
Yeah. I think that actually that video might be our most successful Smokey's Try It video, if
It is
I'm
not.
remembering correctly. It's not?
No, I'm looking at it right now. The Spanish Love Songs is at 90 views. The initial Smokey's Try It, the barreled vodka,
did
is
well.
at 246 views.
Yeah, that one did pretty well.
Yeah, people loved the Neff Vodka video apparently.
Yeah.
It's wild to look at that and see 246 views. We're really good at debuting things.
Dan, you and I, no, you know what it is. Dan and I just carry. You know,
You
we
did,
just,
actually.
We just carry, man.
Gonna be honest, I regret being in the Smokey's Try It videos because I would have kept you and Dan on, but you were too drunk to continue, and that's why I took over.
I was, yeah, by like I think episode 4 or 5, I was like one sip of alcohol away from vomiting. So
Yeah,
that one was fun.
I did vomit that night.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you?
you did. He did. Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
You don't
Michael's
remember?
poor esophagus.
What did you call me?
Michael,
Weak?
Michael, yeah, I did. But Michael, I don't remember much of after filming.
Oh,
I'm gonna
see,
be
I
real.
remember that entire night. I remember we wrapped up filming. We ate our shitty mac and cheese. Then we ate real food.
Yeah, remember we made pizza rolls during the shoot.
We did make pizza rolls.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, see, we made pizza rolls. We ate some pizza
Oh
rolls.
no, and Dan, you also did those refrigerated tortillas,
I did. Yeah.
and then you yeah.
Oh yeah, because you made tortillas while we were waiting for the pizza rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ate my pizza rolls and went and threw up in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Turns out, mixing all of your alcohol in that short amount of time
That's
did not
fine.
agree with me.
That's okay.
We.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Don't drink responsibly.
Don't drink responsibly. Cool. Nope. Now we gotta put the tagline up. Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Or
Just-
don't.
Just cut out the don't.
Or don't.
Yeah, cut out the don't.
Don't
yeah.
don't
Drink
don't let me
responsibly.
control you. Don't let me control your drinking decisions.
You know what? That's fair. I'm actually trying to cut back on my alcohol because I do the 24 beers. So you know, I'm proud of myself. I don't drink a lot anymore. Really, the only time I drink is when I'm doing a video with you guys. That's the only time I really drink anymore.
Wow.
Look at me
Proud
go.
of you, Michael.
I'm proud of me too. So anyway, moving out of Smokey's Try It's, I'm actually really proud of Smokey. Before we move on, actually, I'm actually really proud of Smokey's Try It. I think that idea as a series is a really something that we can really do a lot with, and we do have big plans for that going forward.
Yeah. Smokey's
So.
Try It, I think should be like the magnum opus of our channel for right now.
Yeah, like we're definitely gonna do more of that. So that's not gonna go anywhere. Definitely, probably refine it a little bit, do some fine tuning. But you know, everything's always improving here. We're always trying to work to get better. But I'm very proud of how the series has done and is doing, because I don't think we have a single Smokey's Try It that is under like 40 views.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh, we have one. No, two. Two of them are tied at 35, but other than that, they're all like 40 plus views. And that
That's just
includes
'cause
the
we
debut
carry.
of it, which is at 246 views, which is just mind-boggling to me that is
Yeah.
broken. That's almost
Yeah.
at 250.
And thank you guys for watching them.
Yeah.
You're welcome. No.
Thanks, Dan.
Dan's
It's
just
the
sitting
least
on the
I can do.
railroad,
Can't
just
participate.
Yeah.
Dan's just sitting on the
What
railroad.
do you mean you can't
watching it.
participate? You were in that fucking video.
Hey, that's like the one of view.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give you that. Yeah, Dan's just
No,
chilling
wait,
on the
yeah,
railroad watching
Dan.
your
Wait,
videos.
no, Michael. The thing you said at the beginning of the podcast, it was wrong. Dan was in the majority of those, all of the Smokey's Try It videos in March.
No, I think there
Yeah.
was one that I wasn't in.
You were still behind the camera though. Like you were still
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
featured
like you
in
were
it. Like
you
were
were
in every
participating
single
in the video.
Oregon Smokey's Try It. You were in all of them.
Oh my god. I'm
So
so
it's
thankful.
like, yeah. So you are actually beating Ryan in terms of how many Smokey's Try It appearances you have.
And I'm pretty sure
Dan, how could you?
that series,
Sorry, Ryan, I
like
spelled different.
that I'm pretty sure that self-contained series, like on average views per video, is our most successful series on our entire
the
channel.
Fooleyites love me. What can I say?
They do.
Yeah.
You got to come back for more. Oh, that reminds me.
Come back?
Yeah. God damn it. I'll give up. No. Ryan, we did another Smokey's Try It that never aired.
Did we?
Yeah, you and I apparently have a knack for making videos that don't air.
Oh, that's sad.
Because there was the chocolate burgers and the shrimp chips. Those
Yeah.
have a chance at coming out because they're not terrible videos. It was just quality was going backwards, so we didn't
All right,
release
I
it.
definitely got to fight after this podcast.
We'll see. That doesn't mean you'll win. You can try.
I'll do my best, Fooleyites.
Okay. But there is one
Ryan,
that I
I'll do
have
your
decided
best
will
is
not
enough.
come out. Oof, I felt that. But we did remember when Wendy's had the fucking pumpkin spice frosties?
Oh yes, yeah.
That video won't come out just because it's incoherent. Because it was so hot outside that my phone kept overheating.
That's right. It kept It kept shutting off the recording.
Yeah,
and
my
giving
phone
you
kept
those
stopping the
messages.
recording. Yeah. And so
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so I looked over all the footage, and there's just no video there. It's just not usable because of how many times we get cut off and cut out, and just all the resetting. It's just a mess of a video, so it's not coming out. So I was like, I wanted to put out the pumpkin spice frosty video, but the heat, the fun Vegas heat said no.
Yeah, I mean, spoiler alert, it was really good though.
It wasn't bad. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was
Yeah, I'll
really
do
good.
it again next year if it comes out.
Well, we'd have to do it with somebody else because we already tried it. And that defeats the purpose of the Try It series if we're eating things
But
we've
see,
already had.
technically, we're only speaking word of mouth. Technically, if the video
We're
is
telling
what it
the
decides.
audience
We'll,
right
we'll
now.
give what the audience
I mean,
wants, and it's me trying things.
yes, well, if we do the pumpkin spice again next year, we'll try to do it with Sterling and Dan
Okay.
because we
Dan,
are.
you and I'll just carry. We'll just pre-game right before and just get absolutely schlonged, and then do the pumpkin spice frosties.
There you go. Just get absolutely sloshed on pumpkin spice frosties. That's the way to do it. So now moving on from Smoky Stride, I think we covered everything on Smoky Stride, didn't we? Unless anybody else something to add.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much.
No, not really. I mean, the logo, but
I
don't
mean,
know when
that's
you wanted to
That's not
address
really
we're not there
Smoky's
yet.
Try It,
That's what I'm
that's
trying to
just-
transition to.
that. Okay.
Also, thank you, Dan, for letting us use your apartment for the Oregon
Yeah.
stretch.
Dude, I got you, boy.
Yep, and thank you, Sterling, for letting me use your apartment for the Spanish Love Songs
Yeah,
video.
of course.
And also, thank you to Spanish Love Songs for releasing the ale in the first place.
Y'all rock.
That shit was strong.
That shit was crazy.
That shit could
I
knock
just
out a
I wanna,
fucking
I wanna
elephant.
take a second. I want to take a second. That was like the strongest ale I've ever had in my entire life.
It was also the thickest ale I've ever had in my life. It
Yeah.
was like drinking syrup.
That shit was like thick with 5 C's.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
that thing could take out an elephant.
It was me. I'm the elephant.
Yeah, dude, it took you out, dude. Like we had eaten and everything, like we were ready, and then we drank it. We couldn't. We felt it. It was
Yeah.
it was heavy.
Yeah, that was the strongest maple syrup I've ever had in my life.
No, for real. Okay. And now moving on because Ryan wants to out himself, but we were doing some logo testing on some stuff, and I sent Ryan the logo artwork and stuff. And I think we were trying to do one without the logo, just like a regular head. And what you brought back to me a test print, and I was like, "Where's his mouth?" And you were like, "What do you mean? Where's his mouth? That's Smokey." And it was half a Smokey head. Because
Yeah.
what did you think the mouth was, Ryan? Would you like to tell the story?
All right.
Give me the thought process after you
So-
received the artwork.
Okay, so basically what I did was like a stencil. So I have a thing where I can make stencils, and I painted a Smokey on an object. Again, no spoilers. Watch next year. And painting this stencil with Smokey, I saw the Cooley Fully like media, production, stuff like that, the words on the yellow bar. Well, it was kind of hard to do all that. So I was just like, oh, well, that's just a sign anyway. I always thought Smokey was coming out from behind the sign. So when I brought the object to Michael and I painted it all up.
Oh, that's
literally-
right. You brought me pumpkins. That's what it was.
Yeah.
When you brought
Bro,
me the
you
pumpkins.
just spoiled it.
Well,
Alright.
it's fine. But I was thinking of the other thing we were test printing. We can
Oh,
talk
the
about the
other thing?
pumpkins. The other
Oh.
thing. I'm talking about the pumpkin that you brought me.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 2 pumpkins.
Yeah, one of them was right. The other one was just like,
Yeah.
I looked at you and I was like, what's
Okay,
this?
so all right, well, I guess I'll just talk about it a little bit. So for next Halloween, we might do something, who knows. But I painted 2 Cooley Fully logos onto foam pumpkins for a possible Halloween video next year. And when I brought him, Michael loved him, and then all of a sudden I saw his face go like all happy to like confused. Like he's like, it was like a what the fuck face. And I asked like, what's going on? And he says, well, where's his mouth? And I'm like, his mouth? And literally I thought Smokey popped out from behind the yellow sign. So then Michael showed me a photo on his computer and it actually has teeth like Bender from Futurama, but then with the words you don't see the teeth, so I never knew that was his mouth.
Yeah, you thought it was a billboard. And the other thing that blows me away is if you thought Smokey was poking up behind a billboard, why did you never ask me for full body art?
I don't know. I thought of that even when I did it. I was like, well, hey, maybe if we could have a robot claw or a robot hand come out from behind the sign like he's lifting himself up. But I just really never thought of it. I just thought that was him slowly rising from behind a sign.
Okay, for everybody else in the phone call, I'm sending a photo to the group chat right now. Because what he did was he painted the circle logo with the CF.
Yeah.
And that one was fine. And then he handed me the regular Smoky Head one, and that's when I was like, this isn't done.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that. If we did do a Halloween video next year, I'll have to get that pumpkin back and put the mouth.
I just, my favorite thing about it is that we have been doing Cooley Fully for about a year and a half now, and for a year and a half, you had no idea that was his full face with just the logos
Yep.
and the mouthpiece.
I think it was pretty obvious that the letters were the mouth, but that's just me.
I mean, I even took photos of my work. I thought they were great.
See, I thought they were in progress photos when he sent it to me initially. I didn't know it was done.
What the fuck?
Well,
He didn't have a mouth!
This is the title card.
Yeah, he's missing his whole ass mouth.
That's the mouth?
Yeah, it's kind of
Damn.
we talked
Thank
about
you,
this
Dan.
last year.
Thank you.
We talked about this last year on the podcast how we got the logo.
Did we?
Yes. What the fuck is wrong
This is
with you
news
guys?
to me. That honestly.
You were there!
So
I
wild to
remember
use mouth.
last year, we talked about the logo last year because I remember it was like some girl or something drew a picture of it and gave it to you in a card. But
Yes.
we never addressed that if he had a mouth or not. It's like,
I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know.
remember. I don't think so. Is this the
Wait,
new
no,
is this
no,
the new
fuck
Minecraft
you.
court?
Hold on.
Is this
No,
the new
Ryan.
whole thing?
Ryan, here's the thing. If we talked about it last year, then you guys should have known because you saw the original designs.
I
Of the-
I
I
don't
don't
remember that being his mouth.
I don't remember ever seeing an original design.
I always
Maybe
thought
not,
it was,
but it
I
was-
always
it was
thought
based-
him behind the logo poking his head.
No,
See?
it was always
Dan is
it
saying the
was
same thing I am.
it was always based on the doodle that Smalls gave me on my birthday
but
card. That's what it was
I don't
based
think
on.
I
and
ever saw that.
It looks like what the fuck's his name? Bender from Futurama.
Well, yeah, you told me that when I showed you, but I don't think I ever saw the logo in the by
Okay.
Smalls.
Interesting, because I'm pretty
That's
sure
why I
sent
always
you
thought
guys
it was a
photos.
sign. I didn't know it was teeth or a mouth.
Interesting. Okay, well, Ryan, do your homework next time if you're gonna proclaim yourself the head of Cooley, not the head, but the face of Cooley Fully, because I'm the head. Because you knew this, right, Sterling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, now it's 2 against 2. Sterling and you knew, but me and
Well,
Dan didn't.
Well, Dan has a free pass because he's been working on. He's sold his soul to the railroad. He hasn't really had.
I
an
know, but
opportunity to
he's
be involved.
but he still has said the same thing I did.
Well, the difference is Dan is gone most of the time, and you have been involved with this stuff. And you are the self-proclaimed. There's a difference between someone who's never here and someone who's here constantly. Like Dan not knowing I can give a pass to you. You, on the other hand, shaking my head, demoted.
Oh,
Demoted.
what? No, no! I just got promoted. It's like,
Well, you've been demoted again, back to peasant.
oh.
No, I demoted you during the
peasant.
24 beers. You've been a peasant.
Technically, it was in quotes, so technically it depends on how the people perceive it.
Oh no, that means you never got promoted to begin with.
But-
Okay, so we're good. The next thing on the list of things to accomplish, we kind of already covered, but we didn't have a ton of videos come out this year. Not as much as we would have liked to, and it's like we said at the beginning. That's very much mostly due to
We broke.
yeah, we're broke and life happens and just things just
Well, and I
aren't
think that
happening.
something that's important to mention is that we kind of brought it up a couple times throughout the podcast, but having quality over quantity is also something that's really important to us, because we could pump out a lot of lower quality videos. We have the ability to do that, the time, the money, we do have that. But personally, I know we've talked about this quite a few times, even the four of us, I would rather take the time to put out fewer but better videos than a ton of low quality crappy videos all at once, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stand by that as long as I'm a part of this.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I've been talking about this entire time, too. That's why we didn't put out the other Smokey's Try It, is because it was backwards in quality after we established we had microphones and stuff.
Right.
And so, yeah, the goal is to always move forward with the money we don't have and the fact that we're filming with bottom-of-the-barrel equipment. So it's like, yeah. So, yeah,
you know,
the goal is to
I think
keep
that's
going
also like, I think that's also a moment where we can kind of take a victory lap for ourselves and give ourselves a little pat on the back. We don't have incredibly high quality equipment. So, you know, when you do see the jumps in quality, yeah, the equipment's a part of it, but we also are putting more work into the planning that goes into the videos, and we're putting more work into the actual video itself in pre and post production. I want to give a shout out to you, Michael, for being the editor of these videos. You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I've learned a lot this year in terms
Yeah,
of editing stuff.
but-
Because it's like,
but I
while
think-
we didn't
I think-
have a ton of videos, the Smokey's Try It was a huge experiment, especially with editing.
Yeah. Well, and I think that the four of us do deserve a pat on the back for this year compared to last year. You're just seeing a higher quality of video. You know, we're, you know, Dan, you know, giving us your apartment for, you know, the time where we shot the videos, and you know, Michael, you and Ryan making the trip up here to do videos, you making the trip up here to do the Spanish love songs video. You know, I mean, like those are things that we didn't do previously that we did this time more and better, which is going to up the quality of the video, even if we don't have super good equipment, because we don't. We're filming on iPhones. We're filming with lapel mics and stuff. We don't have like super good equipment. So the fact that we're putting out videos that are higher quality is more of a testament to us rather than the equipment that we have.
Hell yeah, preach, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
ask Santa for better equipment.
Maybe we can. Dear Santa,
Maybe Santa could be a sponsor.
I would love to be sponsored by Santa.
Santa is
But-
our sponsor.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually noticed this too. Since I guess the next thing to transition to is the 24 beers. We had a lot of things go wrong with this year's 24 beers, but I will say the one thing that went very right is, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I don't know if you guys have went back and watched last year's, but I had to go back and watch bits and pieces of last year's 24 beers. That way I could get references put in, maybe put in some old clips and stuff. And the jump in quality is insane.
It is.
Like, you look at last year's 24 beers and how it's filmed. I don't remember which day it is off the top of my head right now, but there's one day where there's like some weird film over the camera because I think like it was humid or something, and so my camera was foggy a little bit, or maybe it was the way we had the circle light was making
yeah,
it
I think
weird.
it was the lights.
I think the circle light was making it weird, so it's like the episode almost looks foggy, and it's like it's super zoomed in. It's like it's dark. The audio's super echoey. And then you look at the 24 beers we're putting out this year, and it's like, yeah, we still have some audio issues, but that's just because something happened with our microphones. I've still yet to figure out what actually happened with Mic 2. But aside from the audio issues, the quality in terms of how the show looks has just like shot up. And it's incredible to look at side by side.
Yeah.
I remember, I mean, I just like to watch the videos all the time. Like, even last year, like, if I was at work, I would just watch the videos over and over again just because I like our content. But yeah, this year, it's been so much better to watch and look at, especially with all the new lights we have and everything. And again, like what Sterling was saying, like, editing, like, that fucking intro is still the very best
I'm
thing
so
I
proud
think
of that
we've
intro.
ever done. It's like Michael and like, you know, me as Billy. It's like but I love it. It's Tim Burton. It's like basically so
Yeah.
and I even mentioned to Michael we should do more stuff like that. So depends
love
on
to do
how
more stuff
things
like that.
go. Like, you know, fingers crossed. I'll fight for that too. But again, that's great. And just like
My-
seeing everything. Yeah, it's great.
My favorite thing about that Billy Bonka intro that we shot is this is also a testament to how much of not we don't have. Like, there's a lot of like panning shots and sliding shots. You're gonna see this in the behind the scenes video when it comes out. It should be in the behind the scenes, but some of those clips that we shot of me panning the camera past you while you're putting things in the bottles. It's a broken desk piece. Like, there's a drawer that broke on my desk, and so I took it apart and I kept the little slidey part, and I literally just mounted my iPhone to
the bar.
that slide. Yeah, to the bar. Like, I wedged it in between a piece of desk. It's multiple broken desk pieces. So it's like, it's the drawer piece that kind of rolls out, and I mounted my phone to the drawer piece, the rolly drawer piece, and then I wedged it in between the bar and the wood of the broken desk piece, and that's how we filmed that. Like, there's no rigs, no anything.
Nope.
It's the most redneck engineering I think we've ever done
Yeah.
for
but
something,
I mean,
and the
look how
results were
great it
insane.
looks.
Yeah, no, the results were great, and this probably won't show in the behind the scenes. I don't know, because I haven't actually started putting the behind the scenes together yet at the time of recording this podcast. But everything in those vials and stuff, that's all like Gatorade and water. Like, it's all just like Gatorade and water, and just like empty bottles that I picked up. I think there's pill bottles somewhere that are empty pill bottles. I think are sitting on the set somewhere. Like, the set decoration was really nice. The Gatorade worked a lot better than I thought it was going to, and thank God I had the colored light bulb, because you holding the lamp over
Oh
the,
yeah, I love that.
the thing illuminating you, that was also pretty good.
Yeah.
And with the back, I didn't think it was going to work because of the way we filmed it. Like, it was really dark when we filmed it, so we could get the lighting right, because I'm not really good at fixing lighting in post yet. I haven't really messed with lighting and editing, and so I tried to do as much lighting on set as I could. But the unfortunate drawback to that is we were filming on a green screen, and you need a lot of light for a green screen to work. And so I was scared that our intro wasn't going to work because the green screen wasn't lit correctly. Like, if you look hard enough, there are parts of the intro that look bad because of the green screen lighting and the keying of it. But overall, I think we did a pretty good job nailing together that intro.
I think we did. I haven't
I
even
thought the
noticed
intro
any
was
of the
incredible.
issues with the lights, like you were saying. I
Really?
just see perfection. So
Okay, I want you to go back and look at the intro.
no,
When
I
okay.
don't want to see any. I don't want to see any negatives. I only
You
want
know-
to see perfection.
You don't want to see the one fuck up that's in there, because there's
Yeah,
one
because
fuck up
once
in there.
you see it, it's like then you can't unsee it. It's like one of
Yeah.
those things. So I don't want to
That's-
see it.
It's fair. What do you guys think of the intro? I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about it.
I mean, I thought the intro was great. I agree with you, Ryan, where you said it was like, you know, it gives you those like Tim Burton vibes. I thought it was fantastic.
Mr. Dan, have you been watching,
Dan?
or have you not had time?
What was it?
Dan's over here taking a nap.
I'm sorry. 24 hours at this point.
Huh?
I've watched the first 2 episodes so far, and they've
Oh,
looked
okay.
amazing compared to last year's.
Well, what do you think of
Yeah.
the intro?
The intro, I love it.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that intro, and I can't wait to
No,
make a
it's
new
good.
one next year, because we're making a new one
Thanks
next
to
year.
Savers for giving me not giving me, but I bought those vials and bottles. It's like
Shout out to Ryan for stealing the vials and bottles from Savers.
Yeah.
He didn't steal it.
No,
I hope not. Did you steal
I
it?
did it. It was only like $6. I was like, hey, those are cheap. I'm like, I'll buy them. It's like I sent the photos to Michael. I remember, and
Yeah.
he's like, buy them. I'm like, yes.
I think my exact text to you was actually a threat. Like, I think I
yeah.
told you to not leave without those.
Yeah, don't leave without them or something. And
It
I'm
was
like,
something like that.
I had like a bunch in my hand, but he only liked a few, so I was like, okay, you know what? But then when I brought them, they worked like a charm. I think
See?
the other ones I
I know what
had,
I'm
I
doing.
don't think we would have gotten a good shot with those.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing, Ryan.
I don't know,
Wow.
man. I don't know.
No, for real. Ooh. Also, to backtrack a little bit before we even got to the Billy Bonka intro, just just so the audience knows how much work we put into the 24 Beers of Christmas this year. We started pre-production in what, June or July?
Yeah, we started writing for it back in like June.
Yeah, so we had this whole elaborate idea because for those of you who were around for last year's 24 Beers, we had just like shitty little skits at the beginning that they were very much just pulled out of our ass the same
Yep.
day. Like there was no planning, nothing was organized. It was very much just what did we feel like filming at that moment. So this year we were trying to avoid that. We were like, let's actually organize it. And so we had the same idea of just doing random skits, and it went through so many different evolutions over the span of a month and a half that it's actually insane how much, like, pretty much the original ideas that we had never made it past pre-production for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Because it's like we had these elaborate ideas to like make like little sets and go shoot
Yeah.
outside and do all these incredible, just insane things, and then it all came back to the fact that we don't have a budget, and there were some things that we just couldn't do without it being horrendously expensive, and so we cut it, and it got to the point where it's like we were our imagination was bigger than our budget allowed, and so we had to like rework I think we reworked the entire project twice, I think.
Yeah, probably.
We did well, and then and y'all Foolyites won't really see the y'all won't really see the payoff for this for a while, but we did a lot of writing into lore for 24 beers. I'm not going to go into anything about the lore because that's something that y'all are gonna figure out later on, but we did
We have plans.
so much writing into 24 beers. Y'all ain't ready.
which is honestly, as much as this sucks, we're not going to touch too many details on this part. But Ryan and I did go to Idaho. We did have some skits filmed. So those of you who follow us on Instagram and Twitter, before the 24 beers aired, I think it was like a couple days before it aired, we put out a statement that the show is going to air without the skits. So we're not going to get into the reason why, just because it's a super personal thing. We had something that popped up that made it so we couldn't finish the skits the way we wanted to. Yeah, it's Dan's fault. Dan didn't send me a file of him jerking off, and so I did not have the motivation to continue.
Just ruined
Wow.
everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to? My bad. But honestly, looking back at it, with all of the things that we planned and all of the things that we shot, and just even going back to the writer's room that Sterling, you, Ryan, and I did in Idaho, there's a part of me that almost feels like the fact that we didn't finish the skits this year was a blessing in disguise, because it gives us a clean slate to really explore some of the lore next year with fresh eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think season 3 of 24 beers is going to be the best one yet, like by a lot.
Yeah,
Because
and
we're
we're
actually
gonna
going to
have skits
have
too.
a year
Yeah.
to write and to do those skits and to perform them. Because honestly, I think that pre-production personally should start sooner than June for 24 beers. I think it's
Okay.
going to be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, yeah, because this year, what we did to avoid what happened last year. This year, the entire plan was we were gonna start writing. We were getting ideas together and start writing. I think it was just like workshopping in July. August was gonna be like all of the writing and getting things together. September was gonna be like finalizing writing and starting to get pieces and projects together. Whereas October was going to be actual filming. Editing through November so it could release in December. That was the timetable we gave ourselves because of how big the 24 Beers production is. That's not how it went, just because, life is life, and, just shit happens. But next year, I feel like you're right, Sterling. I feel like we should start earlier on the writing so we can really nail this down, because we have huge ideas. We got a lot that we want to try to do with it. And in terms of Billy Bonka lore, so that is one inconsistency we had, is that I do kind of feel bad for the audience that we didn't really get to explain that, is we had this kick-ass opener with Billy Bonka, but then we didn't really get to expand on the character this year.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think that kind of goes into the, like you said, like the blessing in disguise, because this will give us a year to really flesh that out and
Yeah.
see exactly how we're going to do that for season 3. Because
Exactly.
because here's the thing, season 3 of 24 Beers is going to kind of be Billy Bonka season 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, pretty much. So
so-
we had the Mulligan round, which was season 1. Season 2, which is this year, is going to be the experimental round. So it's like, and that's pretty much when we figured everything out. like we figured it out. Like we know what we want to do with the Billy Bonka character. We have everything written out. We don't have it expanded upon, but we have our ideas out there. We have them written down, so that way when we go to the writers' room later in 2024, probably a little bit either the beginning of June or maybe even before June, we can really get everything sorted out to how we want this story to go. Because the 24 Beers of Christmas essentially. It's like a glorified Smokey's Try It. It's going to be the more relaxed, where Smokey's Try It, we're going to film it to be more, I guess, more comic-y, more lighthearted, more, more colorful. Whereas the 24 Beers is going to be a lot darker.
It's actually a story.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a story. It's going to be a lot darker, and that's kind of the plan we have. Where it's like it's obviously the main focus is still the beer, but we're trying to put a world and some kind of universe and stuff around all of that, which is why this year, if you watch 24 Beers, we'll mention Billy, we'll do things and talk about him and stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't get to expand on the character this year. However, come 2024 and next year's 24 Beers, we will be expanding on Billy Bonka. You as the audience will get to know him, hopefully the same way we as writers get to know him, and we'll see how it goes from there, I guess.
Well, can I just say too, just like the transition of Billy, like, I mean, I love as like for me playing him as a character, but it's like if you look back at the last 24 Beers, I mean, I wore like the leather jacket, that we had the top hat, but like the face mask and stuff would change. Like it was like sometimes this, sometimes like whatever, like a neck gaiter thing, or it was like a t-shirt I wrapped around my face.
Yeah.
And like I had a green shirt on under the jacket, or a random shirt. It's like it just looked like totally really bad.
It was
like,
all over the place.
It was all over the place. But then this year, if you saw, we bought costumes. Like, I mean, they're not really costumes, but I went out and got like my like a suit, button down. I bought a vest online, and like Michael got a couple steampunk things to add, like from a Halloween store. So we basically added more to the character's costume. So now it's actually more standard, I guess is the right word. So
we brought more life into his character.
Yes, yeah, and we actually made his outfit now much better than what it was previously. So
yeah, so it's probably a little bit hard to see in the opening credits. So I will put like behind the scenes pictures up here, because I know these probably won't be in the official behind the scenes, and so I'm gonna put them up here. This is gonna be exclusive to the podcast listeners or watchers on YouTube. I'm gonna post some screenshots of the stuff that we shot in Idaho, so you guys can actually see the costume, the full costume for Billy Bonka.
Yeah, who's that?
Like, I'm actually really proud of this
sexy
one.
motherfucker right there? Yeah,
It's me.
What? I'm like, no, it's Billy.
Yeah. So yeah, like all things considered, we got big plans for next year's 24 Beers. We're gonna try to execute it the best we can.
Yeah, Christmas in June.
Obviously, life will be life, and we'll see how it goes. But the plan as of right now is to get everything figured out and executed perfectly. Which obviously nothing ever gets executed perfectly. But hopefully we will be able to expand on the character and bring those pre-episode skits back into the 24 Beers and make them entertaining for you guys as an audience.
Yeah, that's something I definitely want to do as well.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a good way to transfer into pretty much the last point. So I want to pop on is our plans for next year. So as of right now, we don't have any super huge plans. Like, we're definitely going to continue Smokey's Try It. We're going to continue to kind of expand upon that idea as a series. I don't really think there's anything to refine on that series. I think it's more so just like finding a groove with it, and just kind of finding a groove with it. Maybe improving quality on that as we go. Also, Ryan, you and I have talked about this all year long and just never got around to any of it. So hopefully next year. Once again, no promises, because it fully depends on how life goes. But we do want to start doing some standalone skits and try to get those out. We do have a couple written. We have some ideas that we want to do. And so hopefully mixed in with Smokey's Try It throughout the year, we're going to have a couple standalone skits. Obviously, we're doing Season 3 of 24 Beers. And to revisit to what we started with, Minecraft, I am making the announcement now, because we've talked about it. We're going to be bringing Minecraft back. However, it will not be the 10 episode runs that we've been doing. It's more so going to be like every once in a while. I guess we can call it filler content. I don't like calling it filler content just because it sounds degrading.
Mini-series.
Mini series is better. So it's like, because for the same reasons that like scheduling is difficult and the amount of like time and effort it takes to actually record a Minecraft Let's Play, it'll be one of those things that we record when we have the time and the schedule allows it, and we'll take the time to edit it, make it look nice, and then put it out when we feel like it's actually ready to come out, so we can put the time and attention that these videos require to make them good for you guys. And so Minecraft will be coming back. However, it is an undecided amount of episodes, and we just don't know when they'll be dropping. It'll very much just be the schedules will determine that.
Yeah, but like you said, with like some skits coming out, maybe some other gaming videos, who knows, like we talked about previously. We're just trying to get more content out to you, so hopefully next year we can do all that.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to ramp up on Smoky Strides. I also am going to say this now too. We probably not for January, just because that's coming up really fast for us. Maybe not even February, depending on how things fall. So excluding January and February, hopefully starting in March, we're going to try to pump out at least 2 videos a month for you guys. Maybe more if we actually hit a stride. But the goal for us in 2024 is to at least get 2 videos out a month, because we've been very sporadic and inconsistent. And so the goal is two a month to try to get some consistency down for you guys.
Yeah, and I'm definitely excited for that. So that's plenty more opportunities for skits, try-its, a bunch of other whatever videos we're going to do. And then main focus, like you said, is more 24 beers. That's always like our main thing. So.
That's our grand finale is 24 beers. And so the only thing coming out in December will really be 24 beers. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 24 beers is kind of supposed to be our end of the year
opus.
flex.
yeah. So does anybody have any questions, comments, any closing thoughts before we wrap up here today?
I have one. So mine's kind of a doozy, but I am, at least for the first little bit, or the next little bit, I'm taking a little bit of a step back from Cooley Fooly. I had some stuff happen in my life. Life really decided that it wanted to life in the biggest way recently for me. I'm not going to go into any of the details right now, because that's just a personal, private thing for me. But I am taking a step back right now just because I need to work out some stuff with myself, and I want to be able to give you guys, the three of you and all of you Foolyites, my 100%. And if I'm not capable of doing that, then I'd rather take this opportunity to take a step back, reflect on myself, do the work that I need to do for myself, and then come back stronger so I can give more and provide that better, higher quality content that we had been talking about earlier. So it's unfortunate but necessary for me right now.
Sterling, you give me your 100% every night, and it really shows.
I know. I gotta especially make sure I'm giving 100% to Dan every night.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
That's the main concern here is Dan's needs.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
He's taking a step back. He's gonna come with me to the new place, and
He's
Really
going to come
hard.
with you?
yeah, we're gonna come
Why,
together.
why'd you say come twice? Is this something?
Because it's the second
Oh,
coming.
coming twice is like a minimum, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A Crusoe.
Glad we could immediately lighten the mood after that news break.
Well,
That was the quickest turnaround
yeah.
I've ever.
I guess we could say something too, that we might get some possible new members.
Oh yeah. How did I fucking forget about that? And so,
Wow, you dumb bitch.
not once again. Yeah, I'm
getting
bitch.
replaced.
No, well, no, you're not being replaced. But what's happening
Welcome to the
is
club, Sterling.
so fucking
The
hell.
two people that have actually carried the videos are getting
Yeah, right.
replaced. Good job, Michael.
Well, you chose to step back, and Dan is slaving
Dan.
away on the railroad.
Dude, I'm trying to get
But-
that cash money, okay?
No, nobody's being replaced. However, for those of you who
Michael, you should put up
Yes.
that Toy Story meme. Like Woody, no one's getting replaced. It's like,
no one's getting replaced, but you're all being replaced. So anyway, For those of you who were watching this year's 24 Beers, you may have noticed we had a couple new faces and a familiar face too. We introduced Anthony for the first time on the show. We also brought in Jameson, and for those of you who have been watching Cooley Fully for a while, you might remember Chris from the McDonald's video that we did last year, and so Chris made an appearance.
Not Dan.
Yeah, Step Dan.
Step Dan.
Yeah,
Step Dan, no.
we nicknamed Chris Step Dan. And so, Anthony has expressed interest in joining the Cooley Fully team because I've known Anthony for a number of years at this point now. It's something he's been interested in doing, and so when we do Minecraft recordings, he should be in a couple of those Minecraft recordings. So essentially what we're saying is Anthony's going to be popping up in content here and again whenever his schedule allows, because he's also a busy bean. Marshall will be appearing in content, specifically, wow, I can't talk. Specifically, the Smokies Triads. Marshall will be more involved in those. Jameson, nothing specific on him yet, but he has expressed interest in helping out with some videos. It may be more behind the scenes based, so you may not see his face in videos. However, Jameson has said that he'd be interested in helping us with some stuff, maybe more so behind the scenes based. With Chris, for those of you who know, Chris and I do the DVR project for auto racing.
He does the vroom vroom.
We do the vroom vroom, and so because we're going to be working more on the DVR project, there is a chance that Chris also does appear more in Cooley Fully content, as those things may leak together. And so no one's being replaced. We are just growing as a family, okay?
Aww.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one being replaced.
I just
I'm
love
trying
that. We're just
to be
growing as
cute
a
and
family. Aw. Well, it's like, you motherfucker, you're replacing us and just calling it a nicer name.
I'm trying to be cute and wholesome, and you're being
I
a
know,
jackass.
Dan, Sterling, why do you think you're being replaced? You're not. We can never replace the four amigos.
Ryan already replaced me with Chris when he met him. He's like, this is the new Dan.
No, I said I wasn't
You
calling
did say
him Dan.
Well, Ryan killed
That's
off
why we
Dan
called
in
him Step
Minecraft,
Dan.
so-
I said I wasn't. I'm not gonna call him. Michael wanted to replace. Almost sounded like. And I'm not saying. I'm not.
Oh,
putting-
no,
No,
we're
no,
using that replace word.
No, hold on.
Stop saying the R word.
Wait, what? Replace?
Replace, that's what I was going to say.
Alright. Michael brought Chris to that McDonald's thing, and I just kept cracking jokes, so I said, I'm
dumbass,
not
we brought
gonna...
you to the McDonald's thing because Chris and I were working that day.
Yeah, you guys abducted me. But,
Ryan was like, yeah, he brought Chris, and Mike was like, yeah, I brought you idiot.
But no,
Chris and I were together
I was
all
gonna
day.
say
We
this.
just came and got you.
That Dan, I didn't want to replace Dan, so I kept saying to Chris that I'm not gonna call him Dan, so I called him Step Dan, and I also said I'm not gonna call him Dad either.
Yeah.
So
No
one's being the R word.
Am I the father? Are you my three?
Yeah, it was almost like a weird
young aspiring
family
boys?
relationship thing.
God damn it. Anyway,
I'm the youngest one. How am I the father?
oh my god, I think you are the youngest one here.
Yeah, and I'm the tallest. You short bitches.
Child.
You're gonna look at me and call me a child when Ryan's in this call, please.
You know what? Yeah.
But what
I was
the
gonna say
fuck,
something
Dad?
really bad.
That's just 'cause you're
Okay.
short, that's all.
Anybody
Well,
else have
yeah.
any?
I am
Anybody
the,
else have any closing thoughts so we can
I
wrap
am the
up here?
oldest of the group, and I'm the shortest. I'm the short king.
He is the short king. Well, Cooley Fully, it's been a good year.
Actually,
I
Chris is
apologize.
here
I've been
now.
gone.
Sterling, anything else? Any more notes?
I mean, that's all that's all that I really have. I'm excited to get back and to,
Sterling's excited
have
for his
the
second
best
coming.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I am the second coming.
Good God.
But for real, I'm excited for 2024. I think it's going to be the best year for Cooley Fully.
Yep, I'm dropping the hammer.
so.
We don't have a choice. It's gonna be the best year.
Yeah.
Brian, any closing notes?
Yes. And I think this is where we end it. But, here at the Cooley Fully channel, we just want to wish and extend to you all merry wishes and a happy new year
Happy
coming up.
holidays.
No,
happy
get the fuck
happy
outta here with that Happy
Toyota-thon.
Honda Days shit. It's Toyota.
Happy Toyota.
It's Toyota-thon.
Happy
Uh,
Toyota.
You know,
This is- This is now you are being replaced, Dan. How dare you come in here with that Happy Honda Days
Yeah.
bullshit?
but
Michael, this has always been a Honda Days.
you're
family, and
ruining
you
my
are
special
breaking my heart.
closure.
No, it's been Toyota-thon.
Was it Toyota-thon? What did I say last?
Yes.
Yes, it was Toyota-thon.
You were the one that said it.
I don't remember. That was a year
You
ago.
was
Coming in here with this
Toyota-thon.
Happy Honda Days crap.
Wow,
Yeah,
did
I'm
that
sorry, I'm
did
mixing
that
up my
24
car
beer
holidays.
affect you, Dan?
It's
but-
the railroad.
okay,
It's
hold on.
getting to me.
Let me just hold on. Let me finish my happy little ending holiday note thing.
Okay.
So, all right, yeah, all right. So just we wish you all merry greetings and happiness. Hopefully 2024 is better for you as it is. We hope better for us. And you know, as Tiny Tim once said,
If you can't come in her,
bless us.
come on her.
everyone. God damn it, Dan! No! He's just a crippled child.
On that note, we're gonna wrap it up here. Happy Toyota-thon. We'll see you guys in 2024.
Goodbye, Cooley. You'll see me in the. You'll
See you,
see me in
Fully
the
Guys,
next
in
year of
2024.
Cooley Fooly podcast.
Goodbye, Fully Heights.
Goodbye, Fooly Nights.
Bye, everybody.